All right, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and wrestling fanatics, welcome to the F.E.W. Show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back together one more time. Remember, catch us on 247miami.tv. This is episode 5. Can you guys believe that we've made it another episode? All right, so this episode is called The Ref of Refs because we have someone very special here in our studio, Bruce Owens. So today is May 14, 2016. We are live. I am your host, Captain Bogey. Running the controls of the F.E.W. show is 24/7 Lou. What's up, 24/7 Lou?
What's up? How's it going?
I can't believe they let us in the building again.
They opened the doors.
So behind the scenes is our stage manager, F.E.W. Thanks a lot for being here, brother.
Yeah, F.E.W, man.
All right. And our set designers, Geo Master and D Nightmare. They're the ones that make this right here possible. So we are in the underground, somewhere in Miami, the 305. Our location is more secret than the Vatican Secret Archives. Did you know that, Lou?
I did not know that.
More secret than the Vatican Secret Archives.
Woo!
Not even the Vatican Secret Archives know the location of 24/7 Miami Studios.
Exactly.
Can you believe that?
Good.
All right.
We can't let everybody know that part.
So our guest today is referee extraordinaire, Bruce Owens. This is how we got him over here. We sent the Bruce a letter saying we are the WWE and would like you to referee a match. So after he showed up, we blindfolded him and threw him in a dark tinted limousine, brought him to 24/7 Miami Studios, and right about now we're taking the blindfolders off. So he'll be with us in a little while. To find out everything you need about the F.E.W. show, go to Facebook and search us by typing the F.E.W. show, and you'll find us right away. All right. And for those that don't know what the F.E.W. stands for, what does the F.E.W. stand for, guys? Fanatics Enjoying Wrestling. Yeah. That's what we are. So, we're going to do a quick disclaimer here. We are the F.E.W., Fanatics Enjoying Wrestling. We are a passionate group of wrestling fans. The goal of this show is to highlight what is going on in the Miami area wrestling scene through the experiences of the F.E.W. If you're a wrestling fan, you will appreciate this. If you're not a wrestling fan, we will entertain you. Yeah. We do not claim to be experts of Miami wrestling, but we do claim to be passionate. Can't take that from us. Hell yeah! So, the F.E.W.'s resume of wrestling promotions that we've supported include Pro, X Wrestling, CCW, Ronin, D1PW, ICW, WXW, Brainbusters, and just recently, F.E.W. Wrestling. Yeah, Fighting Evolution Wrestling. So, the bottom line of this disclaimer is we are here to have fun.
Yes.
Disclaimer done. Okay, so now my guests need no introduction, but I will give them one anyway. With the combined weight of 539 pounds, they joined forces October 3rd, 1987, during an episode of WWF Saturday Night Main Event. And to quote one of the members, which said, "The combination of Hulkamania and Macho Man may become the most powerful force in WWF history." Something like that. So, Captain Bogey in 24/7 Miami presents to you the F.E.W.'s Mega Power.
Yeah, we're psyched. The Mega
What's
Power.
going on, brother? With Macho Man Randy Savage
Again, yeah.
and the immortal one, Hulk Hogan. No, I cannot believe that they are here. Mega Power. Flex, gentlemen, flex.
Ooh, yeah. Mega Power is together once again.
Yeah. All right, guys, so here we go. Hulk Hogan, thank you guys so much for being here. Macho Man, it is great to see you. You guys look amazing. You look impeccable. Amazing. Let's start off with some questions. Hulk Hogan, let me start with you. What have you guys been up to?
Well, you know something, Brother Bogey. I just want to announce to my little Hulkamaniacs, man.
Yes,
that I've been out there with the Macho Man.
I'm one of them.
And we've been working out at the local youth fit for the last 6 months, brother. And man, do we feel pumped, dude.
Yeah.
I'm running through our veins, brother.
Mega powers.
Because the Mega Powers are back together.
Here.
Once again. To show and prove to the wrestling universe that we're still reign supreme, brother. Because the stars and planets are lining up for the Mega Powers to make another run at the World Tag Team titles.
Oh my God, what's this? Who are these kids over here that's running in?
It's the Mega Maniacs, dude. You're watching history of the making.
We couldn't contain the secret.
Security. Oh, wait.
All right, no. It's okay. It's okay. 24/7.
Okay.
All right, little ones. You got your signatures. You got your autographs. Okay, I'm sorry, but
how did they find the location to the few studios?
I have no idea.
Those fans are good.
These little slickers.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. So, gentlemen, so you guys, let me find out. That's an amazing announcement that you just made. So, at this point, Macho Man Randy Savage, what do the Mega Powers think of Miami area wrestling?
Ooh, yeah, the Macho Man and the Macho Man is teaming up once again with this man right here. He's a Hulkamaniac. He's the Hulkster. He's Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
He's one half of the Mega Powers. And we're going to set our legacy into new heights. I guarantee it. Yeah. Ooh. X Wrestling, CCW, Ronin Wrestling, WWE. It doesn't matter who it is.
Wow.
The Mega Powers are going to explode and wreak havoc all over your wrestling roster. Ooh, yeah, dig it.
Oh, my God. But don't hurt us when you do the explosion. So the Mega Powers sound like they're planning world domination. All right, gentlemen. Is there anyone in the Miami area wrestling scene that the Mega Powers would like to face?
Well, let me tell you something, little dude. I've been checking out the Miami wrestling scene, brother.
Uh-oh.
And those Guadalupe brothers, they caught my eye, man.
Guadalupe brothers.
They got very talented chemistry, brother. But let me tell you something. If they think about stepping in the ring with the Mega Powers, they'll get eaten alive, brother.
Ooh. Well, you guys must be hungry. What about you, Macho Man?
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. The cream always rises to the top for the Mega Powers.
Oh.
Hulk Hogan and I will eat the Guacamole Brothers like 2 burrito supremes with hot sauce.
Oh, my God. All right.
We're going to kick both their asses and pin them with the 1, 2, 3. And we're coming for you, Ricky Santana. New blood rising. We know we're coming for you. You haven't defended your tag team championships in more than 3 or 4 months, brother. We're coming for you, man. CCW, watch out, brother.
Wow. Okay.
I'm psyched.
So, just curious to know if you have any other commentary. Just wanted to mention there is this one manager, and I really wish I had some backup that one day. I actually got jumped in a wrestling event. So I'm wondering, do you guys know anything about this guy called the Black Mask?
That's the chump, the coward that jumped you.
Yes, out of nowhere.
Well, you know something, Bogey. Me and my brother here, we were talking about what happened to you, man. And it really upset us. So from now here on out, brother, you're going to have the protection from the Mega Powers.
Wow.
You got our back, brother. Captain Bogey, we're here for you.
The
Black Mask, we saw what you did, brother. And I'm going to send you a personal message, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, next time I see you, Black Mask, if you think about touching Bogey or any member of the feud, it's going to be on, brother.
Yes.
Because I'm going to take my 24-inch python.
Oh, ouch.
I'm going to pick you up, brother. And I'm just going to hold you up for a little while, brother.
Eternity.
And then when I drop you into the ring, the earth is going to open. And what you're going to do when the Hulkster and the Macho Man and the 24-inch python and the few run wild on you.
Ooh, the Mega explode. That explosion. Amazing.
Black Mask, you're going nowhere.
All right. Whoa, thank you, Hulk. Keep those pythons in bay, please. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Is there any last words that you would like to tell your wrestling fans? Because we're about to wrap up this segment here. Any last words?
Miami wrestling scene fans, watch your social media because we're coming to an arena near you.
Yes.
We're going to wreak havoc and wipe out all the local wrestling scenes.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah,
goodness.
dig it.
Leave
World
that
domination. Mega Powers are going to take over the world, going after the tag team titles. And we're psyched. Yeah, dig it. You might not know where we might show up, brother, because the feud is all over South Florida, brother.
Yes, we are. And now we've just teamed up with the Mega Powers. Well, guys, I grew up watching you guys. It is amazing to have you right here next to me. I never thought this would happen. You guys have blessed me today. I thank you for this experience.
It's an honor.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I got one more thing I want to say, brother.
Talking.
I just added a 5th amendment.
Oh, gosh. And what is it, Hulk Hogan?
Say your prayers. Eat your vitamins. Train. Believe in yourself.
That's right.
And join the feud.
What? Are you serious? The 5th commandment coming from Hulk Hogan to join the feud? You better listen. And forget about the vitamins, what the prayers do help, but the feud, you have to join the feud, okay? You could keep out one of them. Well, thank you so much, Hulk Hogan. I really appreciate it. Macho Man Randy Savage, you guys are amazing. And I'm almost speechless here, guys. I don't know what else to say.
You need the Mega Power, brother.
Hulk Hogan. Yes, I have one at home. I usually take a shower in mines. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this segment right here. As you guys seen, we just had the Mega Powers. We've seen in the first few episodes where Hulk Hogan called in and he told us that one day he was going to pop up. We did have Macho Man in the last episode, and he has finally arrived. And, guys, I'm just speechless at this point. So, you guys stay tuned to the Feud Show!
24/7 Miami Radio.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter @RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Recording Marjorie's promo.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's Lady Lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey Mike, you ready to record his promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, hum. All right, here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW. And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective, a show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hey, what's up? This is WWE superstar John Cena. You are 247miami.tv.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Few Show. So, this segment here is sponsored by X Wrestling. To find out more information about X Wrestling, you can go to www.xwrestling.miami.com. So, to find out more information about becoming a sponsor, because we are looking for sponsors, hey, it always helps out. You can contact us on our Facebook page. Just message us with your interest. And to get there, you just need to go on Facebook and put in keyword The Few Show, and you will find our page.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to start this off with an honorable mention. China. She passed away April 20th in Redondo Beach, California. China was one of the most impactful women wrestlers of all time. Here's a snapshot of some of the things China accomplished while in the WWE. China trained with Walter Killer Kowalski's pro wrestling school. She made her debut in WWE in 1997 as a bodyguard enforcer for Triple H. So, China was one of the founding members of D-Generation X. And with Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they had a really good run. So China in 1999 became the first woman to compete in WWE Royal Rumble and King of the Ring tournament. No other woman has done that. So China in October 17, 1999, beat Jeff Jarrett to become the first and only woman to win the Intercontinental belt. Other male wrestlers that China has fought and beat has been Triple H and Kurt Angle. Yes, believe it or not, guys. Yeah. So China at WrestleMania 17 defeated Ivory to win the women's title. So China also wrestled in TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling. And, we send our regards from the Few Show and 24/7 Miami to her family and friends. All right. Oh, actually, let me finish off with a little more information here. Some questions have risen as a hot topic to induct China in the WWE Hall of Fame. So, here's a quick quote. In Triple H in April told the Daily Mirror of the UK, and I quote, "You know it's not my decision, but I definitely think, as I have said before, that what she did in her life certainly warrants it." So that is close quote from Triple H. Stephanie McMahon, also in an interview May 6th with TMZ Sports, when she was asked about China and the Hall of Fame, she says, and I quote, "I am sure that we will see China in the Hall of Fame at some point in the future." And she ended it with, "But there's no denying her contribution to WWE." So these things definitely do sound very positive. So again, our condolences to her family and friends to China. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go over some future events. I don't know if you have some of those flyers ready to roll. These are future events. We're going to go ahead and start off with one. Actually, it's going to be in the future, and it's going to probably be in about 5 hours because the Few is going to be there at Brain Busters May Massacre. Yes. We will be there. The main event is an anything goes, fans bring weapons match. Disclaimer, non-lethal, legal household items only. So don't bring your machete and your AK-47. So keep those at home.
Classic.
Yes,
classic,
it will
classic.
be Craig Classic and Johnny Vandal with Trina Michaels versus AJ Genazzo and Sean Prime. Well, we saw what happened in Brainbusters 1. And just to a quick little mention, the Few was there. Front and center, front row seats, taking it all. And we will be there tonight again. Front row seats, front and center, because that's how the Few do. So, the heavyweight championship, Florida heavyweight champion, the Freak Rhett Giddens versus Martin Stone. Then you have Aaron Epic versus Gary J. The tag team match, Submission Squad versus Flying Solo. There's an 8-man scramble elimination match. Dirty White Boy versus Jet Black versus TK Stark versus Fantastic Dantastic versus Rance versus Adam Castor versus Austin Blackburn versus, there's one more spot that they have not announced. Who could it be? Do you think it might be Richard Tingle? No. All right. Mid-Atlantic versus Florida is going to be Josh Powers versus Chico Adams. Mike Monroe versus Rex the Dreamboat Bacchus, and there's a few other matches that are gonna happen this night. All right. So aside from that, we do have X Wrestling Fight Night 5. It's gonna be next week, May 21st. The Polish American Club, Miami, Florida. The next event, CCW, is gonna have Hialeah Heat, and they will be doing that on June 11th, 1 p.m. bell time in the Opelika Flea Market. Then the same day on June 11th, F.E.W. Wrestling, Fighting Evolution Wrestling, will have a 7 p.m. bell time at the John B-Boy Auditorium. This is located in Clewiston, Florida. And last but not least, Ronin will come out with Ronin 11 on June 18th at the Broward College South Campus, Pembroke Pines, Florida. So there's your future events, guys. All right. So we have some recaps. Let's go over with WWE, because remember, we do cover all Miami area wrestling and beyond. So WWE Payback, it was May 1st at the Allstate Arena in Chicago. Well, heavyweight champion title belt was being defended by Roman Reigns. And if you saw that, that fight ended 3 times. So let's go through them. In the first one, it was AJ Styles defeated Roman Reigns via a countout. Now, the countout was not good enough. It was restarted by Shane McMahon. Good job, Shane. Then they continued fighting, and then AJ Styles defeated again Roman Reigns via a disqualification. The match was restarted, and that was by Stephanie McMahon. So look at that. Brothers and sisters working together. And then finally, at the end of the night, Roman Reigns defeated AJ Styles via pinfall. And, of course, we're going to see them in the next pay-per-view. All right. Now, from there, we have the women's title, Charlotte with Ric Flair, defeating Natalya with Bret Hart. And, yeah, that was a very exciting match, and it was awesome to see these old-timers there. Ric Flair on one side, Bret the Hitman Hart on the other, and it was very interesting to watch. Then we had Dean Ambrose defeating Chris Jericho. Then WWE Intercontinental title, The Miz with Maurice versus Cesaro. It ended in a no contest. Then Kevin Owens defeated Sami Zayn. And that's a battle that it transcends WWE, NXT. They are best friends from way back. And they have been battling each other. I guess they're like brothers that just continue fighting. But they put on some really good matches. Then the WWE Tag Team Tournament, it was Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy versus the Vaudevillains. Went to a no contest because Enzo Amore, he got hurt. United States Championship, Kalisto defeated Ryback to retain. And Dolph Ziggler defeated Baron Corbin. All right, so at this point, I have a special appearance here. We're going to go ahead and get a quick recap of the X Wrestling Fight Night 4, which was April 30th at the Polish American Club. And with me, I have Richard Tingle. Richard Tingle in the house. Thank you very much. So just to mention, very quick, Vince Hannity, thank you so much for this recap. This is, he wants to call this the Vincent's Instant Flashback. So at this point, Richard Tingle, hit us with what happened in Fight Night 4.
Excellent. Just to let everybody know, Vince Hannity is one of the best play-by-play guys out there. He is phenomenal. You guys do not know what you're missing when it comes to Vince. Hopefully we can get the commentary on the air soon, and you guys can get the pleasure I have of hearing Vince do play-by-play. He is phenomenal. All right, so let's do the rundown of Fight Night 4. Fight Night 4, many thanks to all the fans who filled the Polish American Club, what we call the Lovingly Pack.
Yes.
And, of course, on Saturday night, those fans made Fight Night 4 such a smashing success. Now, courtesy of Vince Hannity, here's that report. For those of you who didn't feel like showing up, this is for you. Let me tell you, you do not want to miss, after you hear this, you do not want to miss Fight Night 5. Okay, so Fight Night 4 was started with a triple threat match between the Asylum's Neurosis, Xander Vargas, and Aesthetic Angel. The action was quick, but the power of Aesthetic Angel soon dominated, and he is the one who scored a very quick pin in this opening match. That was great action. What'd you guys think of that opening match with those guys?
That was fast-paced.
Excellent. All right, next we had Super Gladiator, who then answered the challenge of El Mega Luchador Mega Tiger of Tokyo City, Mexico.
That was a big guy.
Yeah, he was big.
About 7 feet tall.
For a luchador. What do you think? That's the world's biggest luchador I've ever seen. How about you?
I think he ate a lot of tacos.
Oh, that's an understatement, my friend. So this gentleman, weighing in at 25 stones, they call him the 25-stone Rudo, used his size, of course, to wear down Super Gladiator, as well as some assistance from his manager, the manager of champions, Dr. Red Tyler.
Dr. Red Tyler, very interesting manager.
He is something else.
I like him and don't like him.
I don't blame you. But the Gladiator rallied, and the action spilled out of the ring. And when the action did go out of the ring, it was a double countout. So no winner on that one yet. We may see something in the future.
Rematch.
Absolutely. The following match featured competition in X Wrestling's 10-minute hardcore tournament. This is a special challenge series of hardcore matches. This is something we're doing. Try to bring the fans in. The fans ask for hardcore. What's X Wrestling doing? We're giving it to them. So we're trying to give them a series of hardcore 10-minute matches. Excellent. There's no holds barred action between the Gentleman of the Dead, Damian James. Did you see this guy come out? He had a skeleton mask.
Yeah, very weird. Half ugly, half worse than uglier.
I liked it. It was a very nice look. It looked good on him. It was something else. There you go. So you had Damian James and Major Hardcore, and there was copious use of the trash can lids that occurred throughout the match. And before the match, or before the end of the match, the Major scored the pin. After the match, Neurosis came to the ring, attacking the Major and his manager. Now, Neurosis, this guy's everywhere. I don't know. And you're going to find out.
Is he bored backstage that he needs to come out? Okay. But
He
I
must
don't know.
be.
He was just always coming out. All right.
Because as you're going to see, there's going to be more of this guy.
Yes.
So match number 4 was a grudge match with the Kansas City heartthrob, Julian Culebra. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The guy's a phenomenal athlete. So Culebra faced off against Cubantude one more time. These guys have gone at it quite a few times already.
Cubantude.
Yeah, he's something else. Cubantude brought and used the steel folding chair he used at the previous fight night to clobber Julian. But in just over 8 minutes of action, the Kansas City heartthrob pinned Cubantude once again. And if you notice on that chair had a big old dent, and that was from the previous fight night where Cubantude put it right upside his head.
Where does he keep that chair for the whole month until between the fight nights?
He may sleep with it for all I know. Takes it home, sleeps with it, cuddles it.
It seems like it.
It could be. It could be. But yet again, Neurosis. I told you this guy was going to pop up again. Neurosis came out to the ring, smashing Julian Culebra on the chair. And Julian stepped out with a frying, has he stepped out of the frying pan and jumped into the fire? Because if you guys saw, he got carried away by Neurosis. Practically kidnapped, man. Crazy stuff.
Exactly.
All right, excellent. So in a fans return match, Commissioner Jose Melendez between TTG and Stefan Guadalupe. These guys were
Guadalupe.
That was a match to see.
And it was a great match. All their matches have been amazing. And this one almost went to the same finish. These guys were amazing. But in the end, what happened was Stefan's brother and tag team partner, Julio, came to the ring to make the save because J-Dog stuck his nose where it didn't belong.
Yes,
J-Dog got involved in this.
The new blood rising.
Absolutely. So what happened was
making a statement.
TTG lost the match by disqualification because of that. And they had an instant match right afterwards between those two guys. And after 10 minutes, the prodigy, J-Dog Brooks, worked the upper body of Julio. Julio came in, tried to, match up to his brother, his best efforts, but J-Dog scored the pin. J-Dog wasn't able to match up to his, J-Dog, Jose wasn't able to match up to his brother this time, and J-Dog got the win. But this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a tag match at Fight Night 5 between these guys.
Yeah, got to get revenge.
Absolutely. And speaking about revenge, Lockjaw continued his war against the Black Mask's army. This time, he finally got the pin against the Puerto Rican Hound Dog.
Because the Black Mask wasn't around to cheat.
Do you really want to bring him? Mention his name 2 more times. You never know. He may pop up.
Uh-oh.
Black Mask. Okay, I'll keep it at that.
Absolutely. And let's get to the double main event. These two matches were incredible. The first half of the double main event, Max Stardom going against The Cure, Vertigo Rivera. What'd you guys think of Vertigo Rivera and all the high-flying action between him and Max Stardom, huh?
Oh, pretty big, stocky guy, but he moves.
He moves, and that's the incredible thing. It was kind of misleading, but the guy was phenomenal. And what happened was the 5-star superstar, he came out on top. No doubt about it. You guys love Max Stardom. I love Max Stardom.
Yes.
Vertigo gave him a fight.
Superstar.
But after 17 minutes, still the ex-wrestling Florida champion, Max Stardom.
All right.
And let's take a moment to think about what I'm going to talk about next. The main event of the evening was Su Yung and Angel Rose.
Yes.
It was a ladies' match.
Women's, yes.
These ladies have built up over the course of all the fight nights this main event. They deserve this main event. They built up to this main event, and it was incredible. And it was one of the most amazing matches I've ever seen. These women pulled out something I don't think many guys could do. The women did it. The women pulled off an amazing event. They showed they deserved the main event, and they showed why they were the main event, and they brought it. Who thought after the last match was a DQ match, no DQ match, that they could top it? And they did. In a regular match, they topped it. And
amazing.
Still, the ladies' pain division champion, still Su Yung, she wanted it back. She tried as hard as she could, but in a great match, Angel Rose pulled it off in the main event of Fight Night 4.
The Fuse local favorite, Angel Rose.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Tingle, for that. And I do want to give some credit because all the previous X-Wrestling recaps have been provided by Mr. Tingle here.
Yes, thank you.
We call it the Tingle Report.
Tingle Report. I like that. Tingle Report.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for all those previous ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this segment here. And stay tuned from words from our sponsor. So do not leave the Fuse Show.
Segment done. 4-7 Miami Radio.
.tv. Follow me on Twitter @RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Calor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Recording Marjorie's promo.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey Mike, you ready to record his promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, hum. All right, here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW. And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective, a show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hey, I'm Giancarlo Stan, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
It's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Few Show. So here we are in segment 3. This one is Captain Bogey versus Bruce in the F.5 match. You're asking yourself, what is a F.5 match? Hey guys, what is the F.5 match?
Fast, Fanatic Face-Off.
Yeah, that's right. So we will be going head-to-head in this F.5 match. I will ask questions to Bruce that no one dares to ask, and Bruce will need to have an answer. If you know referee Bruce, this interview will blow your mind. And if you don't know Bruce, the referee, you are in for a treat. Let's go to the tail of the tape. So I am Captain Bogey, standing at 6 feet tall, weighing in at amazing. Hailing from New York City / Miami.
We want the weight.
The weight? Wait for it. Wrestling promotion, The Few Show. My finishing move is the F.5 Gotcha. And I have been quoted as saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 4 rights will get you dizzy. Hell yeah. All right. So, and my opponent, his name, Bruce. His nickname is the Ref of Refs. Yeah. His resume, he is announcer / referee. So we're going to hear a little bit about that. Height and weight, he put down on his application, none of your business. So Bruce has met and brushed shoulders with the following. So let me go through this little resume that he has. And this is only part 1 of these names in history. Kevin Sullivan, referee Earl Hebner, Christian, Gangrel, Samoa Joe, Wes Briscoe, Gerald Briscoe, Rose Mendez, Barry Windham, Tuco Scorpio, Bill Watts, The Midnight Express, MVP, Carlito, Earthquake, The Barbarian, Teddy Long, Haku, Bobby Lashley, Rocky Johnson, Ricky Santana, Fit Finlay, Wade Barrett, Bray Wyatt. I'm going to have to hold on there. I got to catch my breath. I'll tell you the rest later on, guys. All right. So, Bruce, how are you, brother? How you doing?
Great. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Let me go ahead and show you guys a little something that he brought. I don't know if the cameras can catch this. This belt right here is beautiful. If you can lift this up, you'd probably get some 26-inch pythons like Hulk Hogan in a few weeks. This thing is very, very heavy.
Yeah.
So, just give us a quick little history on this.
Little history on this belt is actually this belt was in Iraq. There were soldiers who would wrestle, and when they weren't under siege and fire, they would wrestle for entertainment. And unfortunately, when the soldier came home, he sold me the belt simply because a lot of his buddies that were wrestling when they would have fun over there died.
Wow.
And he didn't want the memory of the belt related to them, so he sold it to me. Now, I've also said that we should get Jose at X Wrestling to use this as the X Championship.
All right.
So I'm hoping we can get there.
Yes. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. So let's start off the Few Fast 5 Fanatic Face-Off. Yeah. So, Bruce, how long have you been a wrestling fan, and which was your first experience watching wrestling?
Okay, my first experience wrestling is I was probably about 10 years old, and you know, back then wrestling was in black and white, and a lot of times, you know,
really,
and
like
yeah,
a shirt,
yeah, just like that.
Oh my
and,
God,
black and white TV for black and white stripes. But you know, wrestling was great then because this was championship wrestling from Florida. Eddie Graham, Gordon Soley, the great Malenko, Scarpa, many of the names. And Joe Scarpa eventually became Chief Jay Strongbow with the WWF. But back then, you have to understand, there weren't all the sports teams that we have, basketball, hockey, and things that we have today. So when wrestling came on, that was it. Everybody watched it. A lot of
That's
people that
huge.
said they weren't fans watched it, but that's how I became a fan. I was probably 10 years old.
Wow. Okay. So, how did you get involved in wrestling?
Okay, mine was an interesting twist because, like anyone else, I became a wrestling fan. But I also found out that I started taking pictures, and I developed my own pictures in
Cool.
darkroom. And I found out that I could sell them. I could make them for 13 cents. This is black and white, folks.
Nice.
Sell them for 50 cents to the wrestler. They'd sell them for $1, and they were making more money than they were wrestling selling my pictures.
Wow.
So now I kind of became one of their favorites because I helped them make a lot of extra money. And then I started picking them up at the airport, and one thing led to another. And fortunately, that's how I kind of got my break in, was with photography. Later, I became an announcer and a referee, but that's how I got my jump into the business.
Okay. Well, actually, let's follow up with that. So, when did you actually become a referee? Because, of course, that is what we know Bruce as. So, when did you become a referee, and how did you come to that decision that let me do this and put these black and white stripes on?
Well, mine started off, like I said, probably around 73 or so. You know, I was
Wow.
a timekeeper announcer. And then after becoming an announcer, it was around 1978. Michael Hayes, Freebirds were in town. He was one of the bookers. And I told him I wanted to be a referee. There was two reasons. One is you didn't have to stay all night like you did when you were an announcer. Two, it paid better. And that's one of the things that I found interesting is always wanted to be in the ring with the people, because it doesn't get any better than being right in there. And obviously, one of the things was, you know, when I was an announcer, I was cued in on a lot of finishes and stuff. But when you were back then, it was the kayfabe days. Nobody knew. But now, all of a sudden, I'm in there, man. And it's like when you know the finish of a world title match before it happens, stuff, that it's like tremendous. There's always the fan in me. That's never left me. I'm still the fan that
So
I
that
was.
10-year-old is still
It's
always
inside.
rooting. Nice.
Bruce,
yes.
Bruce.
All right. So this is a question that we hit with all our guests. Who are your 5 favorite wrestlers of all time? I know we can all have like 20 or 30, but who would you say you would put up there, and especially with your experience, that you would put up there as your fave 5?
Yeah, some of them will go back a little bit in time.
Please
because
do.
I've been in there for 4 decades in the business.
Wow.
But, you know, Ric Flair, from a point that the guy is
Yeah.
the same guy that he is now, that he was then. He defined the business of everybody, whether they were a wrestling fan or not. If he went in a store, an airport, a bar, a restaurant, everybody in the world knew who Ric Flair was.
Yes.
2, just because of incredible matches, would be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Wow.
Who
yes.
started here in championship wrestling
The
from Florida.
Dragon.
The matches between Flair and anybody Steamboat were classics. Just one of the greatest performers ever. The next I would go with The Rock, and simply because, you know, I knew The Rock when he was a kid because I used to haul his dad around, Rocky Johnson. So this goes back into the 70s. And, you know, I knew The Rock when he was just a little kid this high, like everyone else and the kids that are here today.
Nice.
And, you know, the next gets pretty interesting is, you know, it's I find Hogan interesting because he changed wrestling from what
Hulk
it is.
Hogan. Yes.
You know, if the business stayed the way it was, it would have went away.
Wow.
It needed a change because people weren't buying into the old stuff that we did.
Yeah.
So it changed, but they needed that bigger than life charisma star.
And he was.
And Hogan provided that physically,
oh my God,
on TV and the matches. And
I'm a
you know, he
Hulk
wasn't
maniac.
the greatest wrestler, but if you could see that, like, a guy could pick up Andre the Giant and do what he could do. I mean, Hulkamania to this day is still there, and we're talking 30 years, 20, 30 years
Yes.
ago. And last but not last is, and this was set up by the youngest members of the feud
Yes.
here today, my favorite wrestling ring. And I was playing with this, but they told me put it back, so I will. But last
had to
but
go
not
like this.
least, Andre the Giant.
Wow.
I had the privilege to take Andre the Giant before he spoke English and travel in different places with
Oh, my
him,
goodness.
and kind of be his driver and make sure that he got to the arenas, and you know, and sometimes fly with him and everything. And
Holy
you know, you're
cow.
talking about a guy that drank over 120 beers in Dallas airport.
That's the
And
history.
so when I traveled with Andre, I drank good, I ate good, and you know, people didn't push me around. As this little skinny kid of, you know, about 120 pounds. People didn't push me around when I was with the big man. So I enjoyed that.
Awesome. Now, the last question, we're about to wrap this up. What is the most memorable experience that you've had in your whole refereeing career? What would you say that would be?
I would say a match that was at the War Memorial Auditorium in Fort Lauderdale, where I took a bad bump and I hit the steel cage post of the door, and my head actually split for real on a hard way. And when I went down for the count, I went for the 1, the 2, and the 3. Flair saw blood. It looked like it was pouring out of my ear, and he laid there, and I came down with the 3. We had a house announcer, and the house announcer announced the winner, new world champion, Wahoo McDaniels, and the building went nuts.
Oh, wow.
Well, then I get up and said, no, his shoulder was up this much, and Flair grabs him by the tights, rolls him up 1, 2, 3, and fortunately we were in a steel cage, and that kept us from being safe that night. But they tore the building up, and the next day the article in the newspaper was war breaks out at the War Memorial, and they showed all the damage. So I had a lot to do with that, all that damage to that building, you know. But it was memorable because both of them were truly, truly good workers, and those guys used to go 60-minute matches 7 nights a week when they came through the territory, and both of them great performers. And to this day, like I said, Ric Flair is still there, and he's got the same notoriety that he had 20, 30 years ago.
Sure. Well, there you have it, guys. Here we have Bruce, the Ref of Refs, who almost brought down the War Memorial, burned it down, and all everything. Yes, Ref of Refs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping up this segment here. So we're going to be coming back with a few more questions to Bruce. So stay tuned to The Feud.
I'm Craig Cook, host of Metal and Mayhem. I'm bringing you a brand new season of Metal and Mayhem this fall right here on 247miami.tv. Follow me on Twitter @RealCraigCook to submit your requests and have all your feedback made fun of live on the air. Metal and Mayhem, Fridays this fall, 247miami.tv.
Valor y sabor. Todos los jueves a las 6 de la tarde, con tu amiga Diana Carolina, te traigo Sabor de Miami, un show de entretenimiento, desde noticias hasta un Throwback Thursday. No te lo pierdas, 1 hora de calor y sabor, aquí en 24/7 Miami.
Hi guys, I'm James.
I'm Adrian.
We've got some very exciting news about our upcoming show,
Cannon Fire.
What are we going to talk about, Adrian?
We're going to talk about everything science fiction.
So, movies?
Yes.
Video games?
Yes.
TV shows?
Checkmate on that.
Awesome. We're also going to be seen around our local comic book events. So you're going to see us at a lot of cons, hopefully at some of the comic book shops around town.
Hopefully they be giving free stuff, and we'll let you know about it.
That'd be awesome. And we've also got some interviews lined up for you guys. So please remember to check us out on 247miami.tv.
And like us on Facebook.
Recording Marjorie's promo.
Hello, Masita Rica is here from The Fix at 6. You can catch a new episode every Friday at 6 and various replays throughout the week here only on 247miami.tv.
All right, we need a catchphrase.
Listen up or I'll kick your butt. The Fix at 6 will make you jump. Masita's lady lumps want to make you hump. Oh yeah, throw a fist pump only on 247miami.tv.
Hey Mike, you ready to record this promo?
Let's do it.
Ha, ha. Clear your throat. Ha, Here we go. Ready? Play. Hey, Mike, if you want to hear the best sports talk in the 305, where do you go?
Just log on to 247miami.tv.
What time and when, Mike?
Every Monday from 3 to 5, and also catch replays throughout the week.
Yeah, we talk Marlins, Heat, Hurricanes, and the Dolphins. So again, Mike, where do people go to catch the John Ed Show?
247miami.tv.
Peace.
Hi, this is Kathy Whitmire, LMHC. I'm Barbie Bonder, LCSW. And I'm Arlene Thielon, a psychotherapist. And we're from The Female Perspective, a show about life, love, and everything in between. Check out our show on Mondays at 10 p.m. on 247miami.tv.
Hey, I'm John Carlos Stan, and you're on 24/7 Miami.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Wow, this hour is flying. So welcome back again to what? The Fuel Show! All right, so again, Bruce has met and brushed shoulders with many, many wrestlers going back 4 decades. I'm going to go ahead and continue this list. Yes, there are more. So let's begin with Magnum TA, Dustin Rhodes, Hector Guerrero, Road Dogg, Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn, X-Pac, Norman Smiley, Booker T, Sucker, I had to say it, The Big Show, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Sabu, a ECW original, the Dudley Brothers, Dutch Mantel, Greg the Hammer Valentine, yeah, Freebird Michael Hayes, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, Terry Funk, Ric Flair, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, Jimmy the Superfly Snuka, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan. Oh my goodness. All these guys, you have seen them. I mean, you've probably been starstruck many a time, huh?
Yeah, it's fortunate I've had the opportunity to work with 4 decades of people, and sometimes second generations like the Ordens,
Awesome.
or third generation, Big Bob Orton, Bob Orton Jr. and then Randy Orton and stuff. But it's just amazing because there's been so much talent, and health-wise, I've been able to perform for 40 years. So
wow.
I've been blessed with that opportunity.
Well, I know Cowboy Bob Orton, poor guy. He hurt, I think, his left leg, and he had a cast on for like about 3 years.
Yeah.
Has that still healed? Or
no, every once in a while he's manages out there, and to this day it's actually his forearm.
Still
and yes, he suffers from it, and some opponents bump into it. But, but it's been accidental.
Got to protect it. All right, so let's find out, where did you referee for the first time, and how was that experience?
Yeah, well, my first time was I transitioned from Florida Championship Wrestling to being an announcer to a referee, and that was in Orlando, Florida. Dale Vesey and Mike Golden. To this day, I remember the match.
Okay, but how was that experience? Because the first time we do something, drive a car, go out with a date, I mean, there's butterflies. I mean, refereeing.
Well, I was nervous, and they told me that no matter what, you can't screw it up, because the match was called a Broadway. That means it's going to go like 10-minute draw. Nobody's going to win. Well, the match went 10 minutes, and I was worried about screwing it up. I talked to Michael Hayes and Dutch Mantel.
Wow.
Well, sure enough, when the match ended, the bell rang. Instead of going out there and raising both guys' hands, I jumped out of the ring and left the ring. I left both guys standing looking at each other. And to this day, Michael Hayes, I saw him 20 years later, and I said, I don't know if you remember me, because my head's shaved, and back then I had long hair. He says, yeah, the only guy to ever screw up a Broadway, and wow. So I've been noted by a couple wrestlers for the only guy to ever have done that in wrestling on TV. So
at least you're famous for something.
Yeah, something.
All right.
Infamous or famous, it doesn't matter.
So now this is going to be interesting. Where have your travels taken you because of wrestling?
I've been very fortunate. I mean, the furthest I've went is Saudi Arabia. I've went to Austria, Germany, Guam, South America, Canada. I've been blessed to go to different places that I've been very, very fortunate. And I would have never got to do that without wrestling. I'll give you an example. Saudi Arabia, we did the first show ever. We took a bunch of WWE guys that were off a contract, and we had over 200,000. So that's bigger than WrestleMania.
Wow. But in one showing?
Yeah.
200,000.
And we ran Jeddah,
That's ridiculous.
the capital, I believe it was 3 times in a 6 or 7 day period. And the first show was the biggest, 200,000, and everything over that was over 100,000.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. 200,000. They just broke the record in this last WrestleMania, filling a stadium. I think it was 101,000. But 200,000.
Yeah. The interesting part about that, you have to understand, is because of the culture, they don't allow women and children to attend the matches. So this is 200,000 men.
Wow.
Going.
And this was like in the 80s?
Yeah, this would be about probably about 86.
Okay.
87, about 87.
So who are the 3 biggest names in wrestling that you have met in your career? Who would you say, from the names up there in the echelon of heaven, of the best?
The best and the biggest out there, I'm a little biased. One is The Rock,
Wow.
because everybody you meet or hear about The Rock will say he's just a tremendous person. He's the same person he was when he was that kid. He stops,
Awesome.
he takes times for people. You know, and Ric Flair, I put them both in the same category.
Okay.
So it's hard to differentiate between the two. So I'm going to let you guys pick those. Dusty Rhodes, who really turned the business into what it was for the state of Florida, and then when it was in the territory days. And I'm going to go with Michael Hayes, the man who gave me my break to become a referee, because without him, I would not be a referee to this day. So for Michael Hayes, I'm throwing him in the mix.
All right. So to catch Bruce in social media, he has a Facebook page. Type in Bruce Owens. Bruce Owens, right?
That's it. It's under Bruce Michael Owens, Honolulu, Hawaii. But understand, I've never been to Hawaii in my life, but a lot of people think I have been. And that explains the 4,500 followers that I've got.
Wow. And listen, you go on his Facebook page, click pictures, go into his album of wrestlers, and everything that I just mentioned here will be right there. It's documented. He has pictures with all these guys and more. All right. So want to mention something real quick. If you have any shout out, if you ever have a birthday coming up or someone that you know have a birthday coming up and you would like us to give a little shout out here during the show, just go ahead and contact us. Go on our Facebook page, put in the keyword The Few Show, and just send me a little message, and we can always do something like that. So I'm going to start off with a few shout outs here, because we're about to wrap this up. So shout outs to Soy Fabulous, Geo Master, Rhino, Papa Few, 24/7 Lou, J Few, our stage manager, Raw Few, an amazing talent, Bruce, the ref of refs. Thank you for being here, sir. Yes.
Thank you.
Bruce. Josue Melendez, Pablo Marquez, Brandon, Craig Classic, JB Cool, Vince Hannity for that report, Richard Tingle for giving it to us, Sean Patrick from the Facebook group page called Independent Pro Wrestling 24/7. Renee from MFG, brother. Adrian Doodlin is the host of Cannon Fire, which you can find on 247miami.tv. And just previously, I just want to give a quick shout out to David Ubieta, a special shout out for achieving his black belt. That's not easy to do, guys. Black belt. So that means we have an enforcer in The Few. So Máscara Negra, watch out. Geo Master also, special little shout out for making honor roll gold. Good job, buddy. That's right. Using those noodles. So just to end this, remember to check out our videos by going to 247miami.tv to get more information and see behind the scenes pictures and videos. Go to our Facebook page. Remember, just type in The Few Show.
Also, wait a minute. One thing to mention, going off script.
Let's go off script.
The kids pre-show.
Yes.
You catch more stuff behind the scenes with the Few kids.
Yes.
Geomaster and
D Nightmare and David Fan. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was the brainchild of 24/7 Lou. He said, you know what, we need to do a Lou. We need to do a little something before we start off the show, and that was a great idea. As you guys see, they were live, and they were giving you guys behind the scenes, doing interviews, seeing us showing up and setting up. So remember, go to our Few page, click like, comment, share with your friends. And if you want to see a certain guest on our show, or if there's something you would like to see on the Few Show, drop us a line. So here is Captain Bogey finishing off episode 5 on the Few Show. I better see you next month. Enough said.
24/7 Miami Radio.